Comprehend the essence of codependency and how to identify its signs. Learn to discern the signs of codependency and how to break free from the cycle of suffering. Achieve liberation and happiness in your relationships. Have you ever felt incomplete without someone by your side? Do you require constant approval from others to feel well? Do you experience such a dread of abandonment that you end up tolerating negative behaviors in a relationship? If your answer is yes to any of these questions, you may be experiencing codependency. In this discourse, we shall delve deeply into this crucial subject. Discover what codependency entails, its primary causes and signs, and how you can recognize if you are ensnared in this cycle. Furthermore, we shall impart invaluable tips for breaking free from codependency and fostering healthy relationships. What is codependency? Picture your emotional life as a beautiful vase. In codependency, this vase becomes cracked, incapable of standing alone. The codependent individual requires constant support from another person to feel well, filling the emotional cracks they possess. This type of dependency engenders an imbalanced and unhealthy relationship. The happiness and self-esteem of the codependent person become contingent upon the presence and validation of the other. Unfortunately, this sense of neediness and excessive reliance ultimately suffocates the relationship and drives away the beloved. What are the principal causes of codependency? Codependency can stem from various factors, but some of the primary ones include negative childhood experiences. Children neglected or emotionally abandoned by their parents may develop an intense fear of abandonment in adulthood. Low self-esteem. Individuals with low self-esteem tend to doubt their own worth and constantly seek external approval to feel good. Toxic family relationships. Growing up in a dysfunctional family environment, where love was conditional or affection was scarce, can contribute to codependency. History of abuse. Victims of emotional, physical, or sexual abuse may develop a pattern of behavior where they tolerate harmful behaviors out of fear of loneliness. Warning signs. How to identify codependency. Have you ever paused to contemplate your behavioral patterns in relationships? Below, we enumerate some signs that may indicate codependency. Fear of abandonment. The dread of being alone is one of the main symptoms of codependency. The dependent individual may accept their partner's harmful behaviors or suppress their own desires to avoid the relationship's demise. Constant need for approval. Others' opinions and validation become essential for self-esteem. The dependent individual requires constant praise and recognition to feel good. Difficulty in making decisions. Insecurity and fear of making mistakes lead the dependent person to delegate decision-making to their partner, even if it goes against their own desires. Excessive jealousy and possessiveness. Fear of betrayal and abandonment breeds undue jealousy and controlling behaviors towards the partner. Dysfunctional relationships. The dependent individual tends to engage in abusive or toxic relationships because they believe they do not deserve better. Social isolation. Fear of abandonment leads the dependent person to distance themselves from friends and family to focus all attention on the partner. Difficulty in being alone. Solitude is seen as unbearable. The dependent individual needs constant company, even if it is from someone who does not treat them well. Excessive self-sacrifice. Prioritizing the other person's needs above their own, even at the expense of their own desires, is a sign of codependency. How to break the cycle of codependency. If you identify with some of the signs of codependency, do not despair. It is possible to break this cycle and build healthy, fulfilling relationships. Here are some valuable tips. Boost your self-esteem. Engage in activities that bring you pleasure and help you discover yourself. Invest in self-awareness and recognize your worth. Develop your independence. Learn to thrive alone. Pursue hobbies, Make new friends, and engage in activities that bring you joy. Establish healthy boundaries. Learn to say no and advocate for your interests. Do not suppress yourself to please others. Seek professional help. Therapy will help you understand the roots of your codependency and provide you with tools to manage your emotions healthily. Build a support network. Talk to friends and family about how you are feeling. The support of people who love you is crucial to your recovery. Practice self-care. Take care of your physical and mental health. Eat well, exercise, get enough sleep, and carve out time to relax. Avoid abusive relationships. Do not engage with people who mistreat you or bring you down. You deserve to be happy and loved. Codependency is a prevalent issue affecting numerous individuals, yet it's pivotal to remember that you are not alone. Breaking free from this cycle and cultivating healthy, fulfilling relationships is achievable. Through self-awareness, self-love, and professional support, you can transcend codependency and attain the happiness you deserve. You now possess a broader understanding of codependency. Remember, the information provided in this audio does not substitute professional assistance. If in need, do not hesitate to seek out a physician or psychologist. Frequently asked questions. Question 1. What steps should I take if I find myself in an abusive relationship? If you find yourself in an abusive relationship, it's crucial to take immediate action to ensure your safety. First and foremost, contact the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or visit their website for confidential support and resources. You can also reach out to local domestic violence shelters or organizations such as the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence for assistance and guidance on how to safely leave the abusive situation. Question 2. How can I recognize if I suffer from low self-esteem? Indicators of low self-esteem encompass harboring negative self-perceptions, incessantly comparing oneself to others, shouldering guilt for everything, and grappling with self-belief. Question 3. Where can I procure the services of a therapist? Therapists can be found through your healthcare plan or specialized mental health clinics. Question 4. What are the advantages of therapy? Therapy aids in comprehending one's thoughts and emotions more deeply, fostering skills to cope with stress and anxiety, and enhancing interpersonal relationships. Question 5. How long does it take to overcome codependency? The duration required to overcome codependency varies from individual to individual. It is imperative to exercise patience and persistence in one's healing journey. We have reached the end of the audio. Comprehend the essence of codependency and how to identify its signs. Did you like this content? Share with someone who needs support right now.